See, it is exactly seen in the diagram. Actually, when you see it properly, fine, it is situated like this. This is right half brain. Right. So exactly you imagine that opposite side, this same fragment will be there and consists whole brain. Now this is the, actually here when you connect the same half brain over here, so you see this one, corpus callosum, and both the side corpus callosum, imagine that I can try to explain you. Immediate that my finger, this one is the corpus callosum of that opposite side one. Fine. Everybody able to see? This is actually the head region. Fine. We have that model. I show you in the live lecture. Fine. So actually this is the part of the brain connected here. Fine. So for each and every lobe in the brain, for each and every lobe, the skull has that type of the curvatures, that type of the shape. Okay, so in this way, whole brain is now protected here. So you see that here the skull is cutted. Skull is cut here. Fine. So here now I can remove it. Can you able to see small red fibers are there?
Yes.
Over that whole brain. Fine. So this from the plexus, and here see the elevated portion is known as gyri, and the depressed portion known as sulci. And see this one, the most important one. Fine. This periphery part, it is known as grey matter. The periphery part known as grey matter, and here center side white matter is there, corpus callosum, but this white portion is known as lateral ventricle. So two lateral ventricles are present. Two lateral ventricles are present in the cerebrum. Fine. First and second ventricle. See, last lecture I have told you in the end of this that we have 6 ventricles in our brain. First ventricle, second ventricle, third ventricle, fourth ventricle, and 2 lateral ventricles. 2 lateral ventricles are present in the cerebrum. First and second ventricles are not able to sing. See, શું કામ એવું મેં કીધું તમને કહું. Now you know this, right? I can remove the cerebellum right now. Fine. I can keep it in the sideway. I can remove the brain stem also. This one is the brain stem. So now you see. Actually, this is the whole cerebral hemisphere. Okay. So this is the forebrain, cerebral hemisphere, and can you see this portion? This is known as diencephalon. This portion is known as diencephalon. And first I want to tell you the location. Here it is look like this. Fine. So this one is the anterior part. Fine. This one is the anterior part, middle part, posterior part, and this one is the lateral part. So I can cover the lateral part right there in this way. First and second ventricle are located in the anterior most part of the diencephalon. That's why we are not able to see it. First and then second ventricle are present inside the diencephalon, in the anterior most part, and which is covered by the cerebrum. So directly two lateral ventricles are there. Fine. Later on I will draw the diagram of the ventricles present in the brain. Fine. It is not given there. It is not given there. And iter or cerebral aqueduct and foramen of Monro. These are very, very important information for NEET exam. Actually, this is the board, old board information is there. Fine. So understand this. હવે સાંભળજો મારી વાત, બહુ જ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ. આપણે હજી ફોરબ્રેઇન બાકી છે. કાલે આપણે લાસ્ટમાં થોડું હાફ ફોરબ્રેઇન કર્યું હતું. ફાઇન. આજે આપણે કમ્પ્લીટ કરશું હમણાં. See, this portion is known as diencephalon. Diencephalon consists thalamus and hypothalamus. What is this? Just think about that you are present in the diencephalon right now. Just imagine, we are now present here in the class. Fine. We are here in the diencephalon. Just think about that anterior portion. First and second ventricles are there. We are not able to see them. The roof of the diencephalon is known as epithalamus. The roof of the diencephalon known as epithalamus. The lateral wall of the diencephalon known as thalamus, and the floor of the diencephalon is known as hypothalamus. And here the diencephalon means covers the third ventricle of the brain. Diencephalon covers third ventricle of the brain. Okay, so here a few points I can write down here. Third ventricle is covered by diencephalon, and I hope you understand where diencephalon is there. can you able to see here in this another part of the brain? Exactly half part. Inside this. તમને હજી બધું આમાં લખાવું છું બાકી છે. See, the third ventricle is covered by diencephalon. Fine. So, the roof of it is known as epithalamus, the lateral wall known as thalamus, and the floor is known as hypothalamus. In adult person, the weight of the hypothalamus is 4 grams only. Fine. Hypothalamus, actually in 10th standard you have learned with this, that all the glands of our body are controlled by the pituitary gland. That's why pituitary gland is the master gland of the body. Previously it is not like that. But later on, you know that the pituitary gland is totally controlled by hypothalamus gland. So hypothalamus gland is the master gland of the body, but which controls the pituitary gland. So pituitary gland is the second master gland of the body. Fine. But in some books you read the sentence, you can find some sentences like that pituitary gland is the master gland of the body. But it's old thing. Fine. So you take that answer, it is right. No problem at all that pituitary gland is the master gland of the body. But when in the option pituitary gland and hypothalamus gland both are given, can you give the first preference to the hypothalamus and give the second preference to the pituitary gland? So in hypothalamus again. Master gland of the body એટલે first number થઈ ગયો. મેં તમને પહેલા જ કીધું હતું કે એમ બી બોર્ડ આવે ત્યાં આપણે બહુ વિચારવા આવી તે નહીં આવે એટલે ત્યાં આપણે હાઇપોથેલેમસ આન્સર આપવાનો. The controlling of the pituitary gland by the hypothalamus can be carried out by the infundibulum. So through infundibulum, the hypothalamus gland controls the whole pituitary gland. Clear? Here, in third ventricle, posterior side, pineal gland is there. And the pineal gland, 22nd chapter we will learn this. Pineal gland, it is situated in the pineal stalk. Just posterior side, upward, fine upside, one stalk is there. This is known as pineal stalk. And in pineal stalk, pineal gland is there. And now listen carefully, everyone. Pineal gland secrete melatonin hormone. 22nd chapter in that you search that. Go in the 22nd chapter in textbook. Pineal gland, you read that Don't write, please. See, here I can give you one word also. Melatonin and melanin. Obviously. Melanin or melanin. MELANIN. And here melatonin. So melanin is skin color pigment, whereas melatonin is pineal gland hormone. And pineal gland controls the 24 hours activities of our body, and that's why here it is known as biological clock. And read the sentences carefully. Already I have explained you sleep-awake cycle, menstrual cycle, defense mechanism, everything is given there. Clear? So pineal gland is also here, hypothalamus is here, thalamus is here, fine. And now see, later on I will give you this model. You say it properly. So this portion is known as third ventricle. This portion is known as midbrain. I hold this one. This is what known as brain stem. Brain stem. Brain stem is formed by the three structures. Midbrain. Can you see this swollen portion? I hold it. This is pons. Yes, here the different colors are given. In brain we don't have different colors. In brain each and every part is greyish in color. So first of all what we have to do, if you will enter in the medical college for further medical study, then in anatomy this will come. Fine. You have to first identify the pons. You can say it easily. The swollen part which I hold here, it is known as pons. So the below the pons known as medulla. Foramen magnum comes, right? And after the medulla oblongata spinal cord starts. Then you know. Okay, just again, hold the pons. Just above the pons, this is known as midbrain. And midbrain is totally covered by cerebrum. And just hold the pons in such a way, I can now shift it here. Just to think about that, this is the pons, and just exactly behind to the pons, cerebellum is situated. Okay? In this way the diagram is given there. Clear? Understand it? Now, see here hypothalamus is there. So hypothalamus is connected by the pituitary gland. So I hold the pituitary gland here. I hold the pituitary gland here. And it is connected to the stalk-like structure. This is known as infundibulum, which is connected to the lowermost part of the diencephalon, that is known as hypothalamus. And as you know that hunger, thirst, thermoregulation center, all are situated here in the hypothalamus. એમાં તો ખાસ ખાલી તમારે thermoregulation center યાદ રાખવાનું છે કે we are homeothermic, and to maintain the body temperature, hypothalamus is a crucial factor. अच्छा, હવે હું આ મોડેલ જસ્ટ આફ્ટર 1 મિનિટ પાસ કરું છું. એક બીજી વાત કેવી છે, ફાઇન. You know that these all are elevated portion, gyri, and depression known as sulci. So here three deep sulci are there, known as fissure. Three fissure. Now I am explaining you the four parts of the brain. Yesterday we had shown that the three fissures divide the cerebrum into four parts. Fine. So here one fissure, second fissure and third fissure. Temporal bone here. Fine. So you imagine that one fissure here, one fissure here and one fissure here in this way. So this anterior most part known as frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe and side temporal lobe. Frontal lobe is protected by frontal bone of the skull, and similarly to this way, parietal lobe covered by parietal bone. You know that we have one frontal bone, so that one frontal bone covers both the frontal lobes. We have two parietal bones, each covered each parietal lobe, and we have one occipital bone which covers the two occipital lobes in the posterior side of the brain. Clear? And sideways we have temporal bones which each cover each temporal. Okay? So now I can give you this model, but another one thing I want to tell you here. The brain is situated like this. This is the inferior view of the brain. Inferior view, front view, back view, superior. Yeah? When you see the inferior view, can you see it here? Olfactory nerves are there. Here. Blue color marking ગયું છે. Actually yellow color હતું. Blue color મૂકે કરી નાખ્યું. So you feel that it is situated in the skull like this. So it is directly enter into the nose. Olfactory nerves and both the side olfactory nerves connected here at the base of it, olfactory lobe. So in forebrain we have olfactory nerves, olfactory lobes, cerebrum and infant diencephalon. This many parts are there in the forebrain. Understand? Again, in forebrain we have, at the time from description, nervous system, you revise it. Forebrain consists one pair of olfactory nerves, one pair of olfactory lobes, cerebrum and diencephalon. And in diencephalon, hypothalamus, pineal gland, thalamus gland, all are present. And along with that here, description is given furthermore about the limbic system that we will continue right now. Okay, I can share this model with you. Fine. So you see this and you can see this one. Transferring from one to another. Fine. And see the overall model. Can I continue?